Hello, this is Tammy with Flippin Furniture, and we are actually going to work on a piece of furniture today. I just took that one piece of hardware off. This has all been prepped, and it is ready for paint. I just forgot to take the hardware off. And of course I might need a screwdriver. Courtney, can you find me a screwdriver? Well, you're probably getting that one. Please hold. Okay, the first one naturally came right off. I always put the screw right back in it because sometimes some of them are longer, some of them are shorter, and I have spent a lot of hours trying to figure out what went to what. When it would have been a whole lot simpler if I just kept them together all along. And I don't even know if I will reuse these or not. They're pretty plain Jane. Oh, come on. Everything has to fight you when you're on live video. Okay. I'll put this one in here too. And I'm actually just going to drop them inside here. Hello, Shannon. I just saw your message or email or something come through. Okay, let's get started. Okay. I am going to use Fusion Mineral Paint in black. And I have been shaking it up. I'm just going to pour some into a little container. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Lori. I don't always do this. Sometimes I'm really bad. But, you know, you're not supposed to contaminate your paint by dipping your brush in it, painting your piece, and sticking it back in your container. So for today, I'm going to be good. Hey, Sue from Georgia. Barbarella. Well, hello. Okay, let me get this out of my way. Okay, as you can tell, maybe, this is a corner cabinet. This is the bottom. This is one I have had in my, hey Terry, in my garage where I usually work. So and that's the back of it back there, you can see, maybe not, but I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of it or keep it, but I'm not really using it right now at all. So it's time for a makeover at any rate. But my biggest sticking point with this piece is that, well, one of my sticking points is that the glass is gone. So I don't know if I want to go to the expense of replacing the glass. And no, I have no idea how much that would cost. But I figure it would be a little cashy because they're not just straight across. If it was straight across, it'd be a no-brainer for me. I would just replace the glass. Okay, I guess this is my side here. And I will try to stay in view, but no guarantees. Hello, I have the kitchen cabinets, homemade flat fronts, key to do it right in the table. I'm not sure what that means, Doreen. Whew, I'm sweating. Hello. Flat fronts, key to do it right in the type of paint. I think that's in the form of a question. I don't do kitchen cabinets, so I'm not even going to pretend to tell you. I do want to do my cabinets in my studio over there one of these days, but I'm going to use Fusion because it has the built-in top coat, but then you can also, they do have a tough coat that they sell, a sealer, that if it's a really high traffic area. So when and if I ever get to my own cabinets, I will be using Fusion. And I might not put a top coat on just to see how it holds up. But anyway, this is Fusion that I'm using right now. And it is coal black. And it is gorgeous. I know it seems weird to say that black paint is gorgeous, but I really think it is. It's just so black. You know, there's some of them that look more more charcoal. And this is definitely a true black. And it will take 2 coats. I'm trying to stay in camera here. Top coat of what? So you're using Fusion, what brand? I'm using Fusion. The brand is Fusion, or do you mean what color? It's coal black. And, oh, the Fusion's top coat, I'm sorry. They have a tough, I think it's called Tough Coat in matte. And that is what, if I put on a sealer at all on my cabinets, that is what I'm going to try. But like I said, I have not done it, but that is what I'm going to try. Sorry, it's making a racket because the door, I need to add a magnet so that the door shuts a little bit better. And I'm painting left-handed currently, so I feel like I'm painting a little awkwardly. Oh, and I've got paint on the floor, imagine that. Waste it. And this is, I am in the new warehouse. Did you clean it with anything? Yes, I cleaned it with Fusion's TSP alternative. Yes, Doreen, it is an amazing paint. It really is. It was cleaned with the TSP alternative by Fusion first, and then sanded, and then, you know, cleaned with just water after that. And here we are. But yeah, it does glide on very nicely. I just learned today that they originally wanted to call Fusion cashmere because it does go on so smooth. And you're not supposed to keep going over it, which I kind of am right there. And I've got a fan on me, so it's kind of prematurely drying it, which is not ideal, but I'm hot. And it'll be okay. I'll work it all out on the second coat. It's kind of hard for me to paint off to the side, but I'm trying. And actually, I think I'm gonna sit on the, well, if I sit on the floor, you really won't be able to see. And I have this on wheels, so if I paint too hard, it's probably gonna roll away from me. But yeah, you can see that's pretty dang good coverage in one coat. Okay, let's get over to this side a little more. Okay. And if anybody's been watching, Fusion just came out with 11 new paint colors today. So I do not have them in stock yet. You can pre-order, but they will not ship until the 16th per Fusion's orders. They want all the retailers to have them all at the same time. So, and I know several people of you have pre-ordered today. So I don't know how much stock I'll have. Like I said, I don't have it on hand yet. It was supposed to be here today, and then I got a notification from UPS today saying now it's going to be here tomorrow. And then I just got one a little while ago that said it's supposed to be here Friday now. So what the heck? Very frustrating. But anyway, when I do get it in, I will be coming on and showing you the goods. I am so excited to see what these colors look like, because you can see them on the screen and get a pretty good idea, but it's not the same as getting them in your hand and getting them on the piece in front of you. And even sometimes their color cards and everything, I don't feel like are accurate. So it's honestly probably best if you get a tester, and then you know. I mean, I can give you a description of, well, the new ones I really can't. I have not, I know most of the names and I've seen them, but I have not seen them in person. So I am anxious to see. They've got one called Eucalyptus, and I have used this, my gosh, I have used this on my basement door. If anybody watched, I was using this Fusion paint on my basement door a while back. And it's just such a rich, beautiful black. But yeah, when my paint supply gets here, I will be getting the sample or the testers out and doing some signs, if nothing else, something so that I have a good eye view of what they look like in person. Just in case anybody's wondering, I'm probably going to distress this afterwards. That's what this piece is saying to me. I think I'm going to go ahead and paint the tops of these. I wasn't, but they look kind of scroungy. And this fusion paint, it does go quite a ways. I mean, I'm not even going to use up what I poured in that bowl, I don't think, on this bottom piece. And if you can see that back piece, tell me what your idea is. I guess my idea on that piece, the top piece back there, yes, Doreen, I'm thinking about doing my front door too. Look at you painting it with stuff. You know I'm a mess, Lori. That's the only way, that's just how I roll. And I'm in my warehouse, so I mean, it's not gonna stay good forever in here by any means, so. I wasn't planning on painting in here, but that's where this piece is, so instead of trying to move it, I'm gonna go ahead and paint this out here too real quick, this end. But, and if you're a real perfectionist, you could tape that off, make sure you got a good straight edge, which, shoot, I really don't need that much paint on there. I was gonna lay it down and do something else, but let's spin her around. Oh, I guess we got a little bit left on that door too, but I got a lot of paint on my brush. I need to get off. Get that offloaded real quick. Boy, this is awkward to be painting with my left. I know I do it sometimes by myself, but on camera, I feel like it really has to look weird. Oops. But for me to stay out of the camera, I feel like that's what I'm having to do. For you to be able to see. Okay. And now just finish this up. And then we'll go talk about that top piece. See what you guys think of it. I am leaning towards just taking the doors off, painting the whole inside, and calling it open storage. But the doors are so pretty, so that's kind of my dilemma. And how expensive would glass be on a piece that you have to, that's not just straight across, you know, they'd have to do like a curved top. Kind of make sure that's all looks good. So anyway, that's just the base of our cabinet with one coat of fusion. So let's roll that out of the way. And I'm sorry if I'm missing your comments, but I cannot paint and look at the comments very easily. I do have a mess to clean up. So anyhoozle, maybe closer. That is the top to this bottom piece I'm working on. So let's get going here. So yeah, I ended up taking the doors off last night and I got one coat on. Actually, I forgot to touch those up yet. I did put a little putty on there and sanded it off. Okay, that won't quite be ready for a second coat probably now since I just touched it up. Okay. And I can't see comments from here. But I am painting the top of this. Do I have to? No. Will it look a lot better and finished? Yes. So, I do paint this up here. I didn't used to, but my husband always says that would look so much better if you do it on top, so. And it does look a lot nicer when you're loading it into a vehicle, which I know makes very little sense, but it does look more finished. And I will try to come around and see some comments here in a little bit, but let's get this done. And this is tricky to get up underneath there. Could have just stood to do this before I got on here, so you wouldn't have to see me struggle with it. Okay. Okay, is it hot and muggy where you are? Okay. I don't see where anybody's really said anything. Oh, hey, Susan. Hey, Tammy. Okay. I'm just gonna keep a painting. I don't paint furniture near enough on here, apparently, so I've been told. I get told a lot of things I don't do enough of, so. Everybody's got an opinion. Okay, let's see, did I get that up in there? And I will be distressing this. That is my plan anyway. And that will bring out these nice curved lines. Some of the detail of this little petal flower there. I'm not sure if that's the correct terminology for that, but we're gonna go with it. Okay. Best I can tell, I've got that covered. Okay. Like I said, this is the second coat, and it is Fusion in Coal Black, in case anyone's wondering. Hey, Terry. And for prep, I cleaned it with Fusion Minerals TSP Alternative. And then I sanded, then cleaned it all up, and then painted. And then decided to take the doors off, and then had to putty the little screw holes there. So, had I realized I was going to go about it that way, I would have done all that beforehand, but you know, we don't know what we don't know. And I did not know. And yes, this is missing the finial piece in the middle. I don't think it's any big deal, because that's a little too fancy for me anyway. But it might bother some people. And is this not the sexiest black paint you've ever seen? I know I'm not right in the head. I do love this black color. And I know it's just black, but all of them are not created equal. Some of them are not as rich and dark. Not a true black. Okay. I think we can get in here. A little scooter here. Can't hold on to anything because everything's wet. So is everybody as hot and muggy as we are right now? Ugh. The only thing this weather is good for is getting in a pool, I think. I am not a hot weather lover, in case you are new to me. I am a sweater. It is not cute. I avoid going outside in the summer unless that's to mow or get in a body of water, because I just sweat. And sweating makes me irritable. Good morning, Carla. Mind my handy dandy little, oh good, you can't see it. Got my stuff on a cooler. Okay. But this is not my normal room to paint in. But this is where the piece was, this is where the mood struck, so we're going with it. Because sometimes if I wait until I have everything in the right spot, it will never happen. Okay, that's looking beautiful. Oh, I don't like my brush strokes up there. And this is self-leveling, so they should even out, but I might as well do the best I can to begin with. And you really shouldn't keep working it that much, so I'm going to leave it alone if it takes a third time to fix that. Hey, Doreen. Thank you. Yeah, this humidity is for the birds. Ugh. I don't think I'll be mowing today. I could, but it's not desperate yet. I usually pretty much wait until it's desperate. Okay. This is the not fun part to me. Love it without the doors. Thanks, Carla. I'm sure not everyone will be a fan. That I can't please everyone. And for me, this was the quickest route to go. And time is money. So, yeah. It will get done and then I will let it cure before it goes anywhere. This is what I don't like, is having to do the undersides of things. It's a pain in the booty. I usually get a bunch of it in my hair. Of course, that's pretty much me on any project. And like I said, this will be distressed. At least that's my plan at this moment. And if you know me at all, my plans change quite frequently. Oh, thanks, Doreen. I like it. I like it because it saved me a lot of work and a lot of time. And I do like the looks of it. I got a couple little holes there that need a little extra paint. Wearing me out. This little lip thing in here is a little bit of a pain too, making sure that you've got your paint all the way along that back side. Okay. So I got this side to do and all the rest. I don't see anybody saying much. It's pretty boring. See, this is why I don't like to paint furniture live, because I think it's quite boring. It's maybe one step above watching paint dry. I know some people find it oddly satisfying, they have told me, but, and I'm sorry if my head is in the way. And this is probably extra boring because it's black. It's not anything new and exciting. I think it's gorgeous, but I might be in the minority. I just ran my hand across there. Okay, I must not have touched up. There it is. I accidentally got my knuckle or something in there. Okay. Finally got the top one pretty well done. And it's got something on there. I don't know what it is, but I can see through the paint. So I don't know if it's going to take a third coat or I don't know what it is, but it's too late to worry about removing it now, and it's not really a big deal. It's just a little something I noticed. Okay, I think I'm gonna get down on the floor so I get to the rest of this. Are you thinking of highlighting the details of the top, and if so, what? Yes, this is Fusion Coal Black, the most beautiful black. I am planning to highlight it by distressing it. I will be distressing all the lines and all the details with my little hand sander. That's my plan. And I could just take like a copper or something like we were using in class last night. That would work. I could do that instead of sanding and save a little mess, but I don't think I would like that as well. But it's also not for me, which I often have to tell myself. But it's hard for me to paint in colors or styles that I don't like. That's too much like doing a custom to me, I guess. And I don't like customs because I'm not getting to do what I want, which sounds terrible, but if you're creative, you know what you want to do, or what you feel the piece is telling you to do. So when you're told to do something completely different, it just goes against your grain. Yes, I love this coal black too. Obviously, I'm sure you guys are tired of me talking about it already, but yes. And this is what I painted my basement door in probably a few weeks ago. Probably a month ago. It's been a while. And I want to paint more of my doors. I don't know if I'll paint them all this color, but little granddaddy long leg baby. But yes, it looks very stunning, I will say. I can see it from here. My husband and my son both noticed the door, so. Which, I mean, it kind of smacks them right in the face when they walk in. I mean, they walk right towards it, so you would think they would see it, but. Because Brendan comes home and goes, this wasn't this color when I left this morning. So, it's nice when they realize. When they notice. This had a bunch of little, those little cup hooks in it. So there's a bunch of little bitty holes I'm trying to make sure I get the paint into. Wasn't worth really puttying because I doubt anyone will even notice them. But I could have puttied them if it was more noticeable. Huh? Okay. Okay. It's hard to find a good black. Yes, yeah, I agree. Dixie Bells, I didn't mind. I don't know if it was caviar. I can't remember now. But this is just the cat's meow, in my opinion. Plus, it has the built-in top coat, so. And I haven't decided, actually, that will make a huge decision for me. Because there is a transfer I've been dying to use. And I might use it on here. If I use it on here, then I probably won't distress it. Because it just, I don't know, in my mind's eye, it does not, that transfer wouldn't look right. Okay. But the transfer I'm wanting to use is Words to Live By. So if I went with that, I could accent with like a white glaze or wax, which, you know me, I'm not a fan of wax, but I probably have some that I could break out for this project. So anyway, I've thought about using a transfer on those bottom doors. And did I say the one I like? It's Words to Live By. I actually have a cabinet very similar to this at the store in Macomb. I mean, it's black, but it has cabinet doors on it. And it has some decoupage paper on the bottom. Okay, last one. This could get really hairy for me to try to get underneath here, but I think I basically laid on the floor last night to get to it, but I'm not going to do that for this video. I will look it over later and see what I missed and then fix it. I know that might be good for laughs if I did do it, but I think we're going to pass. And I think also I'm going to have to put this hutch together to finish it. I've got a feeling there's probably some raw wood I'm missing under there that I just can't quite get to the way it is. And I want to have it together and make sure that there's no parts that need to be painted. Oh, and someone was asking earlier on the video from yesterday, and I know I've already said it on here, but so just ignore me if you want. The prep for this, I just prepped it, washed it with the Fusions TSP alternative, and then sanded, and then washed again, and then started painting. One more side panel and this bottom. Six spot I missed last night. Okay. Sorry if I'm blocking. Okay. About to wrap it up here. For now. Okay. I think that's where I'm gonna quit. See a few places that I missed. Oh yeah, I didn't do that this morning. Okay. I think that's all I can